In this video we're going to review the audio and picture quality on Batman Forever 4K. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. Let's talk about movies. Back once again with another 4K review. Before we get into that, if you would like to help support the Movie Vault, the number one way you can do that is by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hitting that little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Let's get into the 4K review of Batman Forever. So Batman Forever arrives in 1995, guys. This was right in the height of my Batman fandom. This was the original VHS and this is the old DVD artwork for Batman Forever that I was familiar with. You may remember this as the kind of poster as well. We also then get this 2009 Blu Ray version of Batman Forever with the Riddler kind of question mark and the bat symbol. Really cool. And this is the 4K artwork. They revamped the artwork for this 2019 4K restoration of Batman Forever. Let's quickly talk about Batman Forever, guys. From the very open of this movie, it feels very different from Batman and Batman Returns, which we've already taken a look at here on the channel. Complete miscasting for me in this movie, guys. Val Kilmer, he's not the greatest Batman, but he's not the worst either, which says something for some further reviews we're going to have here on the channel. Jim Carrey as the Riddler is too over the top, as is Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, too over the top. We have Nicole Kidman in there. She's quite good in her role as Chase Meridian, the kind of love interest of Bruce Wayne and Batman, but otherwise I felt Batman Forever was a complete miscast of people. We have Chris O'Donnell in there as Robin. I guess at the times he was popular at around this time in 95 and on the rise, so an okay casting as Robin for me in this one. What I will say about Batman Forever is we get a new director in Joel Schumacher. He comes in for Batman Forever and the next movie, Batman and Robin. He gives us a completely different take on Batman. We're back to the kind of silliness, the 60s kind of TV show version of Batman in Batman Forever, and we will see in Batman and Robin in the next review that he gives us a bright and colourful world of Batman that we haven't previously seen before. Batman Forever is just too silly at times for me. I've already mentioned it there, guys. The Batmobile driving up a wall, not for my liking at all, guys. There is some funny scenes in the movie, I will say. I love Jim Carrey as Edward Nygma, where he's imitating Bruce Wayne. He's imitating Val Kilmer as Bruce Wayne with the glasses and stuff like that at the ball. I thought was hilarious. That's a really funny moment in Batman Forever for me. I will say Joel Schumacher gives us a real sense of, will Bruce Wayne quit as Batman in Batman Forever? There's kind of a whole kind of thing going on, a kind of underlying story in Batman Forever, and I thought this is the first time it kind of comes true in a movie that maybe Bruce will quit as being Batman. One final complaint maybe about Batman Forever is some really dodgy CGI shots. There's some these kind of camera sweeping moves of Gotham that don't look good, and yeah, it really kind of sticks out in the 4K here, guys. So before we get into the 4K review, I want to share some quick Batman Forever memorabilia I have. Once again, one of the viewers here on the channel sent me in this Batman Forever scope mono trailer. Here you can see, guys, it's really cool. You get the Warner Brothers logo there on the front. 2 minutes 37 of Batman in scope. Really interesting because this is a scope trailer, a 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio, but Batman Forever is actually 1.85 to 1 widescreen. So this is a trailer from the States where they had more commonly used on 35mm scope 2.35 to 1 trailers. Over here in Ireland, not so much. We would always use the 1.85 widescreen trailers. So this is a pretty cool, pretty rare piece for here in Ireland to have for Batman Forever. Being a big U2 fan, this is pretty cool, guys, because we have a limited edition red vinyl Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, the U2 track from Batman Forever here on 7-inch. It's really cool, and as you can see here, that red vinyl looks fantastic. Okay guys, let's get into it. The audio and picture quality on Batman Forever 4K. Let's kick it off with the audio here. Dolby Atmos / Dolby True HD 7.1 surround mix. I think it sounded fantastic. The title sequence in particular sounds great because you get the kind of the 3D kind of looking names to come in to go, you know, kind of past the camera and stuff like this. Really sounds great in the opening title sequence. So right off the bat, you get some good audio quality on this one, guys. Of course, you have that Elliot Goldenthal score for Batman Forever, which I really like. An interesting fact here about the music, guys. The music where Robin steals the Batmobile and kind of goes on a joyride, That music is by Elliot Goldenthal, but is actually from Alien 3. You can see the Alien box set here behind me. Wreckage and Rape, I believe, is the name of the song. You might be familiar with that scene if you are familiar with Alien 3. So that's interesting that they used music from the same composer, but from a different movie for Batman Forever. Overall, good soundtrack, pretty cool songs from the movie, and sounds cool on Dolby Atmos. 4K picture quality, guys. We are going to compare Batman Forever here on 4K to the previous 2009 Blu Ray release, but right now these are my initial thoughts and initial reactions from watching Batman Forever once again for this review. So originally shot on 35mm film as we would expect, and 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio, so you'll get your full screen picture here, guys. Grain is present, which I'm happy to report. They have kept the grain in, it's not removed, it's in there. If you get up close you can see it, and if you move away it's not as obvious, like I always say. Reds, greens, blues really pop out in this colour mix, looks fantastic. The circus scene where we're introduced to Robin and his family and all of that, the kind of death of his family there, really colourful, really vibrant. Daytime scenes look fantastic in this, which is kind of funny to say for a Batman movie, but there's a couple of daytime scenes in Batman Forever and they really look good. We're used to Batman being dark and at night and all this kind of dark and shadows. All that stuff looks good, but Batman Forever is a really colourful and different take on Batman. Okay guys, comparison time. It's 4K versus Blu-ray time. 2019 4K versus the 2009 Blu-ray. Let's look at some different scenes here. Right off the bat, guys, at the start of the movie, we're inside the Batcave. You can see here is the 4K picture quality, and actually compared to the Blu-ray, they look pretty similar, almost identical on this scene in particular here. About 5 minutes or so in, guys, we get a look at Val Kilmer as Batman. 4K here, colour really pops out, really looks fantastic. Let's take a look at the Blu-ray. Once again, guys, I'm repeating myself, but we're getting that brighter kind of whitewashed look here. Skin tones obviously look a little bit different on the Blu-ray as well here. Here's one of those daytime scenes I was talking about a few minutes ago, guys. Here's Bruce Wayne with his car out in the daytime. 4K, actually interesting enough here, has a little bit of a brighter look as compared to the Blu-ray, but I think these daytime scenes look fantastic in Batman Forever. A close-up look at Two-Face here, guys, played by Tommy Lee Jones. 4K looks great here. Look at the detail here, guys, nice and colourful. Let's compare that to the Blu-ray release. In my opinion, the Blu-ray is a little bit too red, where I think Two-Face should be more pink purple looking on that other side of the face, so the Blu-ray is just a little bit too bright for my liking here on this scene. The Riddler and Two-Face in action here, guys. 4K, look at the vibrant colour grade on this here, looks amazing. Let's compare to the Blu-ray. They're both quite colourful. I prefer the 4K over the Blu-ray. It's a little bit more vibrant and colourful in my opinion. Let's take a look at Val Kilmer as Batman towards the end of the movie here, guys. 4K looks quite dark, and as compared to the Blu-ray is much more brighter looking, and that's just something we're coming to expect here, guys, with these 4K and Blu-ray reviews here. Blu-rays do have a brighter look, but once again I will say, taking these pictures with the camera here on the TV, I think the 4K looks fantastic in person watching it, so there we go. So overall thoughts on Batman Forever on 4K here, guys. I think it looks fantastic, sounds fantastic. We're getting a bright and colourful, vibrant looking Batman than we have been used to in the two previous movies here. Do I love the movie? Absolutely not. No, it's not the greatest Batman at all. It's better than some to come, but Batman Forever looks good and sounds good on 4K, and that's what you guys want to know about. So I'd love for you guys to get involved in the comments down below. Jump in, let me know, what do you think about Batman Forever? Are you a fan? Did you like the 4K? Do you like the previous Blu-ray release? What do you have in your collection? Don't forget to check out my Patreon and YouTube membership accounts, guys. Links are in the description. €1 per month gets you access to 10 plus hours of bonus content not featured here on the main channel. Complete tour collections, all that sort of good stuff is over there on Patreon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.